it's getting to be a mess. Being very clear on power, the power part of the issues, the compulsion part of the issues, is something conservatives should be able to argue against. But at the same time, as M. Zanotti said in her article in American Spectator, this is a bad conversation for politicians at the presidential race level to get into.
It's not it shouldn't be an issue at the presidential level. I mean, it's just silly.
Exactly. It's one of those things that, how does this impact national politics? Is there anyone threatening to push a national...
Do you believe women should be allowed to buy birth control pills?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I'm saying there's no direct correlation to anything on the national scale. There is no pushing Congress to have a nationally mandated vaccination thing. This is something that goes to states. This is something that goes to school districts, as we've said. So why exactly is this question being posed to the presidential candidates, and why are they answering it? Those are two things that are just craziness. And it is, as Leslie said. As Leslie said, it is the new. Do you believe in women being able to buy birth control? It's that same sort of trying. The left is trying to bait our candidates, and thus far, Chris Christie, Rand Paul both fell for the bait. I don't know about Chris Christie on landing on his feet. He seems to have trouble landing on his feet these days. And then Rand Paul took a picture of him getting a booster shot today. I don't know if that's a good response or not, but it was a response, and he did clarify what he said.
I want to bring this up from the chat room. George Templeton says, this shouldn't be an issue, but this is what the left does: find issues not of national importance, make them national stories, and disqualify people with it.
Key being to disqualify people with it. Yes, that's what they're doing, because we must never forget that every single person in the media is wearing the jersey of the other team.
Absolutely. We need to remember that all day, every day.
Can we just not take bait? It drives me crazy.
Exactly. I mean, and it's on every level. And if you think that it's not, you are incorrect. They are baiting us all the time with all of these issues. We talked about it last week with the trolling of Obama on the YouTube thing, on Anwar, on all these issues. If there's one thing that you can expect from the left, it's that they're going to put these bait issues out there.
Did anybody bother to ask Hillary or Elizabeth Warren what they thought about that?
Hillary actually put out a tweet in response saying the sky is blue, the something else, and vaccines are good, or something like that. She took the opportunity as was available to her to tweet out her support of vaccination. So
yeah, she's able to say, I like science, and everybody's like, oh, see, Hillary is so presidential.
Aren't they really shooting their stuff pretty early, though? I mean, is this... I mean... Yeah, I said that on purpose.
There's probably a prescription pill for that. But actually, this is the right time for them to be making those mistakes. It is absolutely the right time for them to be making those mistakes, because this is the time they can learn and move past it.
Absolutely, and remember, that's another thing.
So it's wait a minute, it's premature and trapulation. Seriously, though, this is worthless. It's way too early in the cycle. It's not going to do anything.
Yes, and people need to remember that we are in February of 2015, guys. Put on the seatbelts. We're not going anywhere. It is February of 2015. Nobody is dead because of this. Chris Christie is not dead because of this. Rand Paul is not dead because of this. The Conservative Party is not dead. You can stop panicking. Stop hiding underneath your desks. There's no tuck and cover. We're fine. It's February. Calm down.
I I do think the good news is how quickly conservative bloggers and conservative social media jumped on pointing out that this is a trap and pointing out that this is a mistake and pointing out the proper way to look at things so that we can all learn from it rather than letting it escalate and spin up. I think the fact that that many of us responded so quickly and publicly to the trap that this is shows that we're learning and we're willing to share those lessons out quickly.
They're already pushing, Fishy points out in our private chat here, that they're already pushing this anti-science narrative. So maybe anti-science is the new war on women, because we have this thing about Ted Cruz, he's anti-science. Oh, Rand Paul, everybody's anti-science because they want to be a little bit more focused in their spending and maybe not do so many frivolous research projects on the internet habits of Tea Partiers, stuff like that. So I don't know. I would not be comfortable in saying that this is a non-issue and that it's making the average person not tune into the media. I think that it's very premature to say that. Possibly. Who knows? Lives in Philadelphia. She got a concealed carry permit. She has her gun to protect herself because of the neighborhood she's in. She made a trip across the state lines into New Jersey, and she got pulled over by a police officer. She told the cop that she had a gun and she had a permit for it, which is illegal. It doesn't carry over from from Pennsylvania to New Jersey, and she was facing 3 years in jail.